What's up, guys? Welcome to another ball review. Today we're going to be reviewing the new Roto Grip RST X-3. Before we get into that, make sure you do those things. Hit the like button, subscribe, small channels need love too, and turn on that bell for more notifications on future ball reviews. And today we'll be looking at the new Roto Grip RST X-3, and I'll be showcasing that against the original RST X-1, and also throwing some shots with the reality check, a regular Rubicon, just to showcase the kind of where those balls fit in my arsenal, where I think they fit. How are both these balls drilled? Well, the RST X-1 is an older ball which I had for over a year. It's a dual angle layout of 30 by 4.5 by 30. I haven't transferred that over to VLS, where the X-3, since it's a newer ball and I transitioned to VLS, that's going to be same as the last two ball reviews. It's going to be 5 by 4.5 by 2 3/4 VLS layout. As you can see with the last couple of reviews, I'm sticking with one type of layout on these bowling balls. I know I've had comments in the past where how come I'm not drilling all the bowling balls the same? Well, after bowling on the PBA 50 tour this summer, with moving kind of some of the layouts that I have, had a lot of 4.5-inch layouts, a lot of 4-inch layouts in the beginning of the year. Now I'm moving into the 5-inch layouts to see how they compare. And I'm basically not drilling my stuff to bowl on the house shots. I'm drilling it so that way I can go and bowl on different sport shots during the different regionals that I'm heading to over the next couple months. All right, so what do these layouts look like on the bowling balls? Okay, the RST X-1 is going to look like that. Okay. And the RST X-3 is like that. All right, and a question you might be asking, where's the X2? Well, if you look on my channel, yes, I did have an X2 in the past, and there is a video comparison of that ball as well. That ball, when I drilled it, we were trying to find different layouts for me to have pinned down, because once I go below the ring finger, I tend to track by my thumb. So we did like a 5 3/4-inch layout on it, and with that clean cover, it was like 60 feet. So it really didn't fit in to what I wanted to do with my arsenal. So I do not have that one right now, and I did not drill another one. There's other balls in the line which I like a lot better, and I tend to stay away from the cleaner, longer ones. I like the ones that are going to start up a little bit earlier. All right, the surface on these balls. Well, the RST X-1, last time I used it was months ago at a PBA 50 event in Sterling on a 46-foot Johnny Petraglia. I hit it with 1,000. I haven't touched it since, so it's a little bit shined up. And then the X-3 is basically right out of box. The 4K fast that's on it, it had a little bit of a shine to it. I threw it out of the box. I really like what it looked like. Check out my short. That's one of the first shots I threw with it. The ball reaction is really good for my game. Okay. So what else? So when we get into this today, what am I going to do? I'm just going to, like I've done in the past, I'm going to go in, I'm going to throw some shots, and I'm going to commentate. That way you can see my view about what I see when I throw these bowling balls. All right, let's change the camera angle. Let's get out there on the lanes and throw some shots. All right, guys, here we go. Let's start some shots. I'm going to start with the RST X-1. Now, the approaches are a little tackier today, so it's going to be going a little slower than my normal speed. That way I don't blow my knee out here. So let's see. All right, RST X-1, 4.5-inch pin, 30 by 4.5 by 30, dual angle layout drilling. Not bad, nice shot right there. As you can see with this video, I'm playing a little deeper because these balls are a lot stronger than like when I was using the Wolverine Dark Moss. And I have done a few shots to warm up with the proton physics, because eventually I'm going to show you where I'm using the RST X-3. I'm going to be a lot deeper. That way I was wanting to try to show you guys what it looks like maybe in transition rather than on fresh. All right, one more shot here with the RST X-1. Once I get some pins. This ball I haven't used a lot in patterns or house shots and stuff. I was throwing it, you can see my video, that was one of the first couple videos I put on my channel. I wasn't throwing it the same way as I am today, a year ago. Yeah, that one I got a little farther right, down lane, a little around it. These, you know, skidded through the oil and then it came off the dry. Not as sharp as I would have liked, but that could be the 4.5 inch pin. All right, let me throw the X3 now and show you a difference from that same spot on the lane. And this is 5 by 4.5 by 2 3/4 VLS layout. So let's see. I really like this ball right out of the box. Not a very good shot. My thumb stuck. Still pretty good. That looked pretty good. Thumb stuck in it. So like I said, it's a little hot in here today. Got a little humidity going. This Florida August, almost in September. Let's try that one more time. It's part of the problem with bowling in Florida. You got all the humidity. Try that one more time. See if I can throw a little bit better than that one. There we go, that's better. Same as the first shot, kind of threw it out way too far into the dry. With this house shot that they changed, there's not a lot of oil outside. So that, as you can see, it skidded out there, kind of rolled out, it was done, lost all its energy. Like I said, it is a little fresher. All right, now since we're showcasing this ball on this video, I'm gonna move right and show you where I would probably use it right now. After you've thrown a couple shots with it, move a little right. There we go. See, like still skidding, not picking up the back of the lane. It could be the cover on it. I have not touched this cover yet, but it looks like I might want to try it today, since what I'm bowling on is a little weird. All right, one more shot. Same spot, a little bit to the right here. There we go, that's a better shot. But still, it's not picking up in the back of the lane. So, well, let's see. I'm gonna throw a shot with the reality check and see if maybe it's just me. Or maybe there's just a little too much oil today for this ball right now. Haven't really used it enough. I know I wanted to show it in kind of transition, but we throw the reality check. See what that one looks like compared to the other two. Not a very good shot. But yeah, see that one, that was a lot better. I threw it way out to the right and it recovered. So basically the X3 right now is just a little too weak for what I'm bowling on for this house shot today. Because like I threw that one out the door and it rolled pretty good. Throw it one more time, make it a little better shot. But there we go. Good shot right there. Yeah, it's still a little, kind of rolled out a little bit. So we got a little wickety whack today on the old house pattern for what I'm bowling on today. So what do you think? Do you think I should hit the surface? I'm sorry. So do you guys think I should change the surface on the RST X-3 just for this video? But before I do that, I think I'm going to. But let me throw the regular Rubicon and see how that is different here too. So the regular Rubicon is drilled 5 by 5.5 by 2 3/4 VLS layout. I wanted to have a ball go a little longer and snap a little harder. It was just kind of a test layout for me. So let's see how this one rolls on this. That's a pretty good shot. Yeah, so obviously with the X3, I just didn't get it out to the dry. That rolled really good. So I was just too far left. So let me move back right. Throw this one more time. Show that. This drilling I really like on a solid asymmetrical, so I might use this more often. Pretty good one right there. Yeah, see that's a little stronger than the X3 right now. All right, I'm gonna throw the X3 a couple more times here, and I'm gonna move right where I threw the reality check and then this Rubicon, and see how much of a difference the reaction is once I get it out to the dry, because obviously I was too far left. It wasn't ready for me to be that far left with the X3. So let's see, let's move right. Hey, good shot. There we go. There it is. Oh, look at that. That was nice. So nice and clean through the fronts from point A to point B. Once it hit the dry off the end of the pattern, it was a little quicker. Okay. So let me do that again. That was nice. Try it one more time. Let's execute Petey Weedy. All right. Not bad, there you go. Flat 10, that's okay. A little bit underneath it, too much. But yeah, that's, as you can see, so for example, in my arsenal right now is like the X1, very strong. Okay, then the reality check. They're both smooth, but it looks like the X1 is sharper off the dry than the reality check for me. And then it's gonna be the Rubicon next, even though it's still a 5-inch pin with a solid cover. Comes off not as sharp as the X3, and then the X3 is going to be the weakest, where it's going to be from point A to point B. It's going to go really straight, but be sharper off the dry than the other ones. Let's try this again. Not bad. Not as good as I would like it to. 2-pin. As you can see, it's just not ideal for this house shot of what I'm bowling on right now. It does have a really good reaction once it hits the dry. It's really sharp off the dry. So for the video purposes, I'm gonna take a second, I'm gonna get a 1000 pad, and I'm gonna just scratch it up a little bit and see how that changes the reaction. Okay, so I got my trusty 1000. I'm not gonna hit it too hard because I really like the way it reacts. Just wanna see how it changes the reaction. See if maybe by it shining up from me using it, then I'm just gonna have to do this periodically to keep a similar reaction on it all the time. So there you go, just a little bit, just to make it a little more slightly dull, not too shiny. See if that does anything. Let me get rid of this 2-pin. All right, throw a better shot here with. All right, let's go here. There we go. Yeah, see, I just barely scratched it with 1000, and it still got clean through the front, but it came off the friction even harder. So this is one of those where, with the 4K fast out of box, and once it shines up, I'm gonna probably have to hit it. Maybe not 1000 right away because it is a new ball, but maybe possibly with 2000, and then as it gets older, more games on it, and the oil gets soaked in the cover, then I'm gonna have to put it at 1000. I'm gonna have to move left now back to where I was because it came off the dry a little too hard. There we go, good shot. Yeah, see, there we go. With the 1000, I was able to move back left and got cut through the oil, and it came off the dry, and it read really perfectly. That was nice. So what do you think? Do you think I should keep it at this 1000 lightly, or just let it shine back up and be more of a transitional ball later in blocks? Looking forward to hearing from you, your comments. All right, let me move a little more left now that I hit scratched up and see how far I can go left before it stops hooking again. I'm gonna come around it a little bit on this one because I'm moving left. There you go, a little slower. Yeah, see, that's too far now. Now if I scratch it up more, I might dig off of there, but even that wasn't a very good shot. Could have been a little bit better. But let's see, I'm gonna move in there with the X1 and see how that reacts compared to the X3, because I just didn't like that reaction. The other reaction was better, playing a little straighter, a little more to the right. All right. Try the X1. Here's the X1. Older. Not a bad shot. There you go. Yeah, see? That was better. That stronger pin placement, stronger solid hybrid, cut through the oil better and came off the dry better, to where when I moved with the X3, it was just not, it was just weak. So for me, the X3 cover is just a little weaker hybrid than the hybrid cover that's on the Reality Check and then the X1. So let me throw the Reality Check in there as well, so we can get a better idea of those three balls, the two newest ones and an older hybrid, what it looks like. There we go, that's a good shot. Yeah, see, that was a little more rounder. See where the X1, like really sharp off the dry, that was a little rounder. It wanted to be angular, but it didn't. It's kind of set up a little bit, nice, a little forward. Kind of reminds me of the Idols a little bit in the forward reaction with the Realities. So let me throw that one more time and get around it a little bit and see what that does. There you go, a little rounded a little bit. Yeah, still slower. So for me, even though the RST X-1 is a 4.5 inch pin, and these two have 5 inch pins, and then Rubicon has a 5 inch pin, the cover on this Reality Check is a little stronger of the three, okay? So of the Reality Check, RST X-1 and X3, that ball's stronger, even though the RST X-1 has a stronger pin placement. All right, let's try one more shot here with the Rubicon, just as deep as the other ones, and let's see if maybe the solid cover gives me the help. There you go. Yeah, so even the Rubicon is stronger than the RST X-3 for me. It wants to be a little bit earlier than RST X-3, and I lost the light. So, all right, and that wraps up my ball review of the Roto Grip RST X-3. Remember, hit that like button and hit that subscribe and turn on that bell for notifications for future ball reviews.